Uh, Metroid Samus Returns. It is the
Nice.
newest game in the Metroid series, remake of the Game Boy game from way back when. So
From a
let's do
long
it.
time ago in a galaxy not so far away.
Yeah.
Alright, I know nothing about this game. Learn me some
Oh.
game.
Well, if you remember from the end of Zero Mission, we oh, she's got fancy shit. We killed Meta Ridley and stopped Mother Brain from taking over the universe with Metroids. And now Samus is on an adventure to kill all the Metroids. Oh, she's got 98% fuel in her ship. Good for her.
Honestly, gas expensive.
For real. I wonder how much that goes for. Oh, let me see if Citra will let me change screens without it looking terrible. Ah, here we go. In the year of
There you go.
20x5 of the cosmic calendar,
So 4 years from now.
a Galactic Federation research team. The Galactic Federation research team discovered an unknown life form on planet SR-388. While they were able to successfully obtain the living sample, the research vessel was attacked by space pirates during their voyage home.
They probably
The
had it
attack-
coming.
I'm sure they had it coming. The attack was no coincidence. The space pirates had set their sights on these mysterious organisms called Metroids. They planned to replicate the sample and exploit its ability to absorb the energy of any living life form. Their intention was to use Metroids as a weapon, one powerful enough to conquer the entire galaxy. Dang.
It's gonna show it to people. They're gonna be like, ew.
To combat this threat, the Galactic Federation dispatched the lone bounty hunter to infiltrate the space pirate base on planet Zebes. Look at that beetle-looking ship there.
I feel like it'd be funnier if like
Music.
they came out randomly nowhere and it's like, oh yeah, but it's not. It's a pronounced Zebes, like something stupid like that,
I used to call it Zebes.
or Zebez.
Yeah. Against all odds, Samus Aran eradicated Metroids on Zebes and defeated Mother Brain, the leader of the space pirates.
Spoiler.
We lobotomized that bitch, thank you. And so
Spoiler.
their sinister
God.
plans were thwarted for a time. Oh yeah, sorry.
Hey, at least
the
with the
YouTube
lasers
series
that
hasn't
kicked your ass
fully
in there.
yeah, to view us lobotomizing that bitch, just go to youtube.com/KingGus16. I don't know
Speaking
if
of
it's
that,
actually
that
the right URL.
thumbnail you made is great.
I'm glad you enjoy it. Wait until you see part 2.
That's not. It's not the URL. You have to be a partner with YouTube to get your URL to your channel name.
Well, just search for King Gus Plays Metroid Zero Mission, and you'll see what Jeremy and I were talking about. The
I
audio's
forgot I sent you a
terrible.
vectored. It is, but it's not our fault. It's the emulator's fault.
Yeah, I blame the emulator. 100% Virtual Boy sucks.
I forgot I
concern-
sent you a vectored image of my logo.
Yeah, please send me a PNG because that was really hard.
Yeah.
Concerned by these developments and by the great threat of the Metroid species still posed to the galaxy, the Galactic Federation mounted another expedition to SR-388 because it went so well the first time.
But yeah, totally.
Look at these Buzz Lightyear looking motherfuckers. A
Look
special
like
squadron.
Warhammer characters.
Oh my god, they do. A special squadron of elite soldiers from the Galactic Federation Police was dispatched to investigate. The teams soon went missing, but not before transmitting a small sampling of data back to headquarters. Oh boy. Oh look, it's a Metroid and people in lab coats. I got my associate's degree for this. Analysis of this data confirmed the Metroid presence within their interior of planet SR-388. So long as they continue to exist, these Metroids would forever pose a devastating threat to the galaxy.
The new PNGs of the group logo and my logo. But my logo's a little crispy, like around the edges, but it's fine.
Oh man, do you remember
Not
when
Moses.
Palpatine? What?
It's Moses.
Oh my god, I was gonna make a reference to Revenge of the Sith.
Like the background looks like Revenge of the Sith, but that ship looks like a picture of being a kid's Bible.
The resulting decision of the Galactic Federation Council was to immediately and unanimously part the Red Metroid Sea.
Part the Red Jedi Council.
Yeah. Samus Aran, you must exterminate the Metroids once and for all. God, she looks badass.
That's a great wallpaper.
It is. Somebody screenshot that. From the VOD, of course.
But make sure it's at like 144p, so it's really deep fried.
Extra crispy, if you will.
My certification for being able to train in scouts came in handy today.
Oh, yeah?
I did HIPAA training today.
Nice.
My boss is like, I don't know how to do this. I'm like,
Hey,
I've done it before, you want me to do it? Well, for now. Oh, it actually landed and didn't crash. That's a first.
I mean, the last one didn't crash the first time.
I love how, this is a 3DS game, right?
Yes.
I love how 3DS games just kind of look like late Nintendo 64. Like,
I think they
actually
look
like
slightly better than Nintendo 64. Can I?
Yeah, it's like a little less polygonal, but like it gives me that vibe.
I love the the sound her gun makes. Pew pew pew.
Pew, 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 pew.
Shit. Metroids. Metroid.
Were you one of those kids that thought everything in this game was Metroid?
Not really. I can't.
Like in the original game?
Bottom.
It's in Braille.
All right. Well. All right. Well, I guess I can't be sucking Citra's dick that hard.
I guess this game, like, maybe got the localization for blind people. It actually looks like it's in Braille for some reason. It does. And that's not even like, we're not even being mean. It literally just looks like for us, it's like just straight up Braille.
I wonder if it looks that way on stream. Oh well. God dang.
I bet it just looks bad and people are gonna think we're like ableist or something.
Oh, probably. I've been called worse.
By me.
Probably.
Yeah, we call each other some pretty fruity things, so. What is friendship but bullying each other out of love?
Bully you any day,
Oh,
Jeremy.
don't. Oh, thanks, baby. You too. Don't mind the cat playing with the ball. She just likes pretending it's a mouse and killing it.
Bro, I can't even see it.
My cat?
Oh, you douche, yeah.
I can't really see her anyway. I just see her tail. Cats are weird and love playing by where they poop.
Oh, dude, look at this guy. Yeah.
He got lost in the Baja sauce.
Yeah. Oh, dude,
He's the reason there's a syrup storage.
Dude, I had Baja Blast from a Taco Bell today. And I was able to pick up a 6-pack from a local grocery store. Ooh.
I picked up 3 6-packs from the Wegmans down here yesterday. And I was able to find the Baja Punch, the cherry passion fruit flavored one.
Yeah.
Not that good actually though. It's not bad. It's like, it's just like, it feels like Game Fuel, but like worse. Like I'm talking the Halo 3 Game Fuel.
Yeah, I forgot you could do this shit. This is awesome. Boom.
Oh, the counter.
Yeah, the melee counter.
They made sure that you knew that they brought it back in that E3 trailer. Oh, I'm sorry, Nintendo Treehouse Live trailer.
Which is ultimately why we're playing this one and not the AM2R remake. Which is what R stands for, so I don't know why I said it that way.
At least they're going to be fixing that free aim system.
I hope so, because the free aim system in this game is, I think it's aight, but
They mentioned that like it's gonna use like the full controller, not just like.
Because like this is free aiming right now.
What is that? 8 directions.
Yeah, which isn't bad.
I mean, better than 4, but I mean, I still remember a Star Wars Dark Empire, I think it was, where it was an FPS, but you couldn't move and aim at the same time.
I think this is ammo fully restored.
Actually, it was.
All your base are belong to us. All these little messages are actually just giving us dead memes. What's that?
Additional pylons are required for this construction.
Yeah.
Just like all like 2008 memes and before, so like Wingus!
Hey look, there's our Chozo boy.
Those guys look if shrimp had legs.
Don't insult shrimp like that.
I like shrimp. They taste amazing.
Oh wow, I can totally read all that.
I like how some letters come through, so it's like K.
Oh, they're not gonna heal me.
Bastard. I like that little crab. Just vibing. Oh, so you unlocked ball mode?
Yeah. Fuck your crab. Alright, this feels like a point of no return, so I'm gonna go back and get that missile tank I saw. Speedrun cancelled, sorry everybody.
I think speedrun was cancelled when all of our text was random dots and a couple of random letters.
Apparently not this text, though.
Yeah, like... Oh. Someone wants to know if you want to be famous.
I see that.
Yeah, no, we're gonna get rid of that. Give me a second again.
Glad to see savers make a turn. Save progress.
Sorry, JW Remorso 41. Yeah, but banned.
I will say, for like as underpowered as the 3DS is, they just look so good. Like,
I mean, a few months ago, I bought Tamagotchi Life digitally because I sold my cart for more than I paid for it back in the day.
Okay, so you remember the Kraid and Ridley statues from the first game?
Yeah.
So now we have Metroid statues. I have to kill one Metroid. You can see him there blinking.
Oh.
And then this will do something. Go.
That's neat. Oh, we're doing some machinima?
Yeah. Okay. This water looks very poisonous.
I bought Tamagotchi Life for $10 and GameStop bought it like 3 months later for like $30. And I'm like, okay. And then I just bought it in the eShop like 2 months ago for like $15 again.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm like, I want to play this. This game's fun.
I had more fun with the mobile game, I think, than I ever did with like any of their actual games. Ooh, there are some dead troopers
It's
here.
a mobile game.
They had Nintendo's first mobile game was Miitomo, and it was basically just a watered down Tomodachi.
Oh,
Life.
Miitomo, that's right.
Yeah.
I kind of miss it, to be honest. I remember
I do too.
We did it a lot.
Yeah.
You're my only friend who actually did it for more than like 10 minutes.
Oh, I had lots of friends. I was in college when that game came out, and like Pokemon Go wasn't a thing yet, and like everybody was.
It was fun. I know, like, I get why they canceled it because they only did it as an experiment to see like what people want for their platform.
Yeah.
It was fun though, especially with the whole thing of like you just ask people questions.
I do remember it being like, I do remember it being a battery vampire.
It almost killed my phone in 2 hours fully charged.
Upgrading suit for.
You know what I think the issue is?
And compact. Well, oh god.
I think the ROM you got corrupted that text.
It very well could be.
It has to be that because like all the other text on the screen we can read. It has to be like they corrupted the text or they removed it so you don't get like DMCA'd or something.
Maybe. It'd be
the way Nintendo does DMCA sometimes is literally from like text or like the sounds from a menu. If Nintendo really wants to take down your stream of 3 people, who cares?
I mean, the shitty recorder sound effect I used to have for the Titanic song apparently gets copyright struck on YouTube.
Did you get a strike or did you just learn that?
I just learned that when I tried to upload the video because it was the at the very end like that, and I that guy gets fucked. The amiibo option has been added. Cool, thanks. They told me it won't be a strike. I can still upload the video, but it won't be monetizable. And I don't want that to be like my first video to just be, it's not monetizable. Not that I expect to be monetized with that video.
Yeah, you don't want to start off with that though.
Yeah, exactly.
My first copyright strike was actually on Twitch, and it was from Marty O'Donnell, the person who made the Halo soundtrack.
Oh yeah?
It's because I had Halo music in my stream while playing Halo.
Wow.
It was the 5th stream I did in Halo 2.
Only
specifically that one. Yeah. We beat Reach. We did a bunch of 1, and then it was like our 1 stream of Halo 2. It got DMCA'd for a song that's in Halo 3. That's not in that video at all.
That's crazy.
And like I appealed to him, like, listen, it's not even the right song from the game, and I'm playing the game it's from, and there's no issues with it normally. They're like, oh yeah, sorry. Here you go. I'm like, thanks. That was when I had like 5 followers too. It was not. I didn't have a lot of following. Yeah, if you want to stream again Sunday night or something, maybe.
Might be able to do Sunday night. I do want to make regular. I want to make Tuesday night my regular stream night though, because I have every Tuesday off nowadays.
Okay. Right now I get just weekends off, but I can probably make it work because my job's literally just watching kids and playing with Hot Wheels.
Yeah.
Oh, and then running a summer camp again. That's just more money.
Yeah.
They want some experience. I'm like, not only am I experienced in doing this, I'm one of the people that made good choices.
Oh,
I mean, even like we went on the property because it's right outside of town, and like the only thing I was telling was like, listen, I think the only thing you need to do is get rid of the spray paint and get actual trail markers instead of like colored paint.
You gross.
I was literally just telling him, like, listen, like, this is what people normally do to mark trees to cut them down. That's normally what orange or red means. You have both, like, maybe get some trail markers. They're really cheap.
Mark your trails, kids.
I had a dead baby joke today while in the toddler room.
Jesus Christ.
Well, one of the office/IT people is there, and he's like, "Oh, where's your boss?" I'm like, "Oh, she stepped out looking for the pieces of that one baby. I got 2 legs and an arm, but we're looking." He's like, he just looked at me with a really weird face. He's like, I like you. We're gonna get along really well. Then he walked out.
I like you. That's beautiful.
My first time ever meeting the guy, I'm like, well, I'm glad the office likes me. Viewers and watchers on YouTube, remember, wherever you work, always become friends with the front office staff and the cleaning staff, no matter what you do. Because if you piss those two people off, they can make your life a living hell.
For real.
Especially the cleaning staff. There's a big difference between cleaning well and doing it really half-ass.
Oh shit, it's a Metroid. Oh, it died.
I think another good thing for us to stream at some point would be playing games we know we're not gonna like be good at together. So they're like farming simulator or something.
So here's your big twist that this game introduces about Metroids. They aren't always squishy.
Huh. I guess it makes sense.
We've only, up to this point, you've only seen larvae.
That's cool.
And if you look at the bottom screen, there's a little Metroid ticker that just ticked down from 40 to 39.
Ooh. I feel like it'd be fun if we played like farming simulator together or shit like that.
Oh, I agree. And I've kind of wanted to do the Not Harvest Moon game.
Oh, okay, classic.
Stardew Valley.
Yeah. I was either think it was that or what is it? The Tale of Two Towns, I think it is.
Oh,
the one that has the devs from the original games, but they couldn't use the license, so they just made their own stuff.
yeah, it's all they started using Story of Seasons as the title in other regions now. I forgot about that. Story of Seasons was actually the name of the game series in like Japan, but when it came
Really?
Yeah, when it came overseas, or at least to the US, they named it Harvest Moon. I don't know how that is for like Europe and Australia and all that, but the US got
I think
Harvest
it's the
Moon.
Same.
Charge beam, yay.
They're definitely having like maybe like a monthly thing of like Jeremy and Gus play shit they're bad at.
Yeah, basically. I can't remember what the oh, I can open these doors now. I can't remember what the company was that localized the games, but those were the companies that came up with the terminology Harvest Moon. So when the licensing went up, we got the Story of Seasons moniker, and the company that was making Harvest Moon was like, well, we're just gonna make our own Harvest Moons now. That's why you still see Harvest Moon games coming out.
Did you get an HBO Max email today, by the way?
Yeah, it was weird.
Yeah. Apparently everyone who's ever put their email to HBO Max got an email that just said integration test number 1.
Yeah, we're all being integrated into the Matrix now, probably.
Some people are thinking that it was a accident and that somebody did it so they'd get like it trend on Twitter and stuff, so they'd be talked about again.
I mean, that's genius marketing.
Yeah, especially if you make it look like, oh, this is just an internal test email, even though you don't need to test if email works. It's not the fucking 80s or 90s.
Thread the needle. There is something very fluid about this game, I will say. Like, just movement in general. Yeah.
Yeah, it definitely looks like... Even if you're doing bad, it almost looks like you're playing it at a GDQ. Like how fluid everything is. Yeah, I figured when you were jumping up there for a few seconds.
Alright, well, apparently this is... Alright, I guess we're gonna have to just, let's see.
Oh, I was talking with one of the people that does the PokeLink overlays.
Yeah.
You know the one that's... Actually, you were at the stream, you know the one I used, like, most recently?
Yeah.
I was talking to the person that actually created that overlay.
Oh, yeah?
They stop on my stream very often to hang out. And we were talking, and they're like, yeah, I'm sick of Twitch appealing to West Taiwan. Did you see that PokeLink might be screwed in the next few, like in a week or so?
Why?
Google is removing a lot of CSS compatibility, external programs that aren't in browser. Really? Yeah. And that's what PokeLink runs on.
Yeah.
So I don't know if they fixed it yet. I hope they did, but they're like, yeah, we have a month to figure out how to make our thing work at all. Lamau.
Okay, I'm back to the Slurpee thing. We ain't going that way
so,
again.
PepsiCo, if you're watching, make Baja available year-round, please. Thank you.
PepsiCo, if you're watching, I would love to be sponsored by Baja Blast.
Same. I mean, you already sent me a free Baja Blast bucket hat, and I'm pretty pumped about that. I haven't gotten it yet, it's on the way, but that's all it takes. You want to give me a hat or a shirt, I'll suck up to as much as you want.
Nice. Alright, so I entered in that Metroid, and something in the world changed. Oh, hey, there's a hole. And there's no more poison water.
Really weird to think about that you inserted a creature's blood and it destroys part of a planet.
Yeah. Don't spoil Metroid 4, please.
Wait, really?
Yeah, really.
Is that actually the plot of that game?
Partially. It's heavily implied. But yeah, in the original game, there was basically just, like, liquid throughout the planet that every time you killed a Metroid, it would go down so that you had access to more caves. And the way they've worked it is with that, like, statue situation. The statue wasn't in the original game.
It looks like one of the walls in Skyrim you get a shout from.
Just a tiny version.
It's really small. You, instead of a shout, you learn a whisper.
Yeah. I actually think so. That's an elevator. Oh god. Oh, this was not a wise direction. Okay.
Mistakes were made.
Okay.
Ooh, a cake.
I want it. I think I need Spider Ball.
I take it you're not as good at timing your jumps in this one?
I have never finished this one. This is basically a blind playthrough. Yeah. Like, I played it a bit. I got about halfway through it when it first came out, and then I stopped for probably because I'm an adult and I just don't have time to play video games all the time.
I had to guess to be Fire Emblem.
Maybe.
This is probably around when the game came out where you could get there's two different editions for the storylines, and then they released the third one as DLC.
No, this was way after that.
Is this way after that?
Yeah. The Switch was already out when this game came out. A lot of people were upset this wasn't a Switch game.
To be fair, it looked garbage on the Switch. I'm sure they didn't want to go and like, oh yeah, I mean like the 3DS, it looks great on the small screen, but like if this was on like 1080p or 4K TV, this would look really bad probably.
Say this on a stream where you're basically watching it at 1080p. A little smaller than that.
Well, yeah, but you also have to remember like the Switch would be emulating a 3DS essentially.
Oh no, I mean I think they could have easily just made this for the Switch though.
It'd be a lot of work too because they have to incorporate all that stuff on the bottom screen into an overlay and menu system.
Pause system, just like the old games. I'm only jiving you about it because I know that this is like the same engine they're using for the new game. Like you can tell just by watching the trailer and stuff.
I'm just trying to defend Nintendo for some reason. I don't know why.
Yeah, I don't know why you fucking hot garbage.
Well, I'm gonna give them credit because like a lot of games don't like doing pause menu maps anymore. I've learned.
Yeah.
Because it makes people stop.
Yeah, kind of like what we're doing right now. Because I'm fucking.
But then you have games that do it anyway, like Breath of the Wild, which is one of the best games to ever be released by Nintendo, in my opinion.
Love me some Breath of the Wild.
I literally bought a Switch because I watched you play Breath of the Wild.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's actually what really made me buy my Switch. Like, what was it, 2 or 3 months after launch?
It was longer than that. It came out in March, and you would have seen me in like July, August. Oh, so now I have an elevator.
Well, I got it like September, so that's still like 6 months later.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, because you were like, "Hey, check this out. This Zelda game's not a Zelda game." I'm like, "Oh god."
Elevator time.
Hell yeah.
It's like
I think the thing about Breath of the
Wild.
Oh yeah. The thing that makes Breath of the Wild so good though is the fact that every puzzle has a near infinite amount of solutions. Like if you don't want to move those metal blocks, just drop a sword. It works.
The level of creativity in Breath of the Wild is just insane.
And they definitely rewarded you for being a dumbass and exploring randomly.
Which, thank God, because I'm a dumbass all the time.
Oh yeah, me too. Sometimes I'd climb big mountains just so I could shield surf down them. Normally what I did actually is instead of like going on a road, I just climbed directly. I'm like, I don't want to walk.
I lent Nick my Wii U the summer that Breath of the Wild came out. Pancake Monsters. And the first thing he did when he hooked it up was spent an hour shield surfing.
That's very on brand. That is extremely on brand.
Ooh, now I gotta kill 4 Metroids to get this purple water to go away.
Get that nice grape soda away.
Yeah. The grape crush or whatever.
I watched a video where this guy named Nile Red made grape soda with his gloves. Isn't that crazy?
He made grape soda?
Because specific, I don't know, it's vinyl gloves. Specific vinyl gloves have a chemical in there that is what is actually used for grape artificial flavoring. And like most places don't use those gloves anymore because they're a little more expensive, and like apparently it can cause like really bad skin irritation. Those gloves specifically.
Yeah.
But he found them, and then he went through like the 10-hour process of like extracting this chemical, concentrating it, and he made grape soda. He's like, I made really bad store-brand grape soda. And he's like, a week of my life of research and working is gone, but I did it. The guy has so many interesting videos. Like, they are definitely just like something that's really good just to put on and be like, why would a human even consider this?
Why would a human consider a lot of things?
Or like, in a video he uploaded 3 years ago, he turned aspirin into mint flavoring.
Yeah.
He turned his own piss into artificial sweetener. Or he... What the fuck? Or he turned soap into oil to make French fries.
Ooh, Metroid carcass. He turned soap
My
into
favorite
oil to
flavor.
make French fries.
Yeah.
Ah. Oh god.
Imagine being like that, like great at chemistry, and you're like, you know what I'm gonna do with my degree and stuff? I'm gonna make this ivory soap into frying oil so I can make French fries. And use thousands of dollars worth of lab equipment and stuff just to do.
Does the stream look good for you right now? Like the Twitch?
The Twitch one looks fine.
Okay.
It's stuttery a bit, but I don't know if it's because I'm watching it twice or not.
I don't know. It's like in buffer hell right now for me.
I mean, when you uploaded the VOD of the last Metroid one, was it really stuttery recording?
Not really, no.
Then it should be fine on Twitch. Love those pancake monsters.
They look
I
more
was wondering if you're
pancakey
landing
in
in
the,
every pit.
Oh, I know. Isn't it just... Oh!
That's an angry one.
Yeah, he's not impressed.
So I assume throughout the game they move farther and farther in their life cycle, the Metroids.
Yes. Huh.
Weird how she just gets hit and she's like, and just loses a layer of clothing. Is armor clothing?
I mean, I would think so. Yeah, she just becomes naked.
She's like, well, this ain't paying the bills. I'm gonna start an OnlyFans for people with an alien fetish. Oh my god.
I need some health before I fight this Metroid, apparently.
How much health do you have?
38.
Is that what the pancake monsters are for?
That's what all these monsters are for.
I think you should be good on health now. Like how you can do a little stanky leg in there and you don't get hurt. Oh. Oh, not like that.
Alright, let's give this a try again.
A little cutscene it does.
Bitch. Oof.
And that little bombing run it does hurt you quite a bit.
Yeah, it does. Come on, do the thing. Not that thing. Do the other thing. Ugh. I just want to slap you.
Oh, did somebody join his channel and leave it? Or is that you?
What do you mean?
Or is that me? I started to from Discord.
Eat shit. There's something really satisfying about the melee counter.
Yeah, definitely is.
I do wish it wasn't being so heavily relied on.
Yeah, because you pretty much have to do it to win this game, don't you?
Yeah, basically.
Well, how many boxes of the Lord of the Rings set of magic are you gonna buy?
Oh man. I don't know. Is that a thing that's happening?
Yeah, I think it's 2023, 2022.
God damn it, Magic the Gathering.
Here, let me look up all the stupid crossover shit they're doing. But they announced quite a few that they were gonna do in the next few years. Because money.
You know what? Can't blame them.
Oh, there's also a Warhammer 40k set that's coming out too.
See, I don't know
That was
how
the
I
other
feel
one.
about all that. Like, I really liked Eldraine with the idea of like Grimm's fairy tales, but in a magic setting. And the same thing they're doing kind of with Strixhaven, how it's very like Harry Potter in a magic setting. But to just directly take the characters of those IPs, I don't know.
I mean, it doesn't get much worse than the Walking Dead secret layer they did. I don't know if you read all about that.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, they said there are future crossover sets that they're gonna do. Like, not the actual sets like Lord of the Rings. Lord of the Rings and Warhammer are gonna have their own cards, but like their future secret layer stuff, because there's gonna be like a Stranger Things one as well that's coming out soon.
And you see, I wouldn't have had a problem with the Walking Dead ones if they'd handled it like they did the Godzilla cards.
Well, so essentially what they said is that from now on, there's not going to be any secret layer exclusive cards, but they may be exclusive to the secret layers for a long time. So we're going to have an opposite of what the Godzilla said.
Yeah, that's dumb.
Where like, and the little text won't be the actual card name. It'll be like Lucille from The Walking Dead, the bat, and then I just really hate that because like they said for years we'll never have our own secondary market, and then they started secret layers as well. Here's a thing that we can get things that are almost like Judge promos, but a little different. And it's like, okay, that's cool. Like, whatever. Like, get some exclusive foils of cards that are out, whatever. And if people want to pay like $10 a piece for Bob Ross lands, they can. Like, that's cool. And then they're like, Walking Dead, we're gonna make cards in this that are gonna be legal in Legacy and Commander. That are actually really good and a little overpowered. Lamau. You.
Yeah, I'm not a fan.
And then they went back and saying, we're not gonna do it again. We'll just make the cards eventually, but there's no telling how long it'll be. Or if it'll be even a standard set, or if it's just gonna be like, you know, random master set.
What's the big controversy now with Modern Horizons that I keep seeing all over Reddit?
Which one?
I don't know. People, I guess, seem like upset with it.
Look, the cards that are in it?
I guess. I don't know.
A lot of people are pissed that they're getting around the reserve list with the whole Black Lotus token meme.
I mean, whatever.
Well,
make a token.
I understand why they're mad about that, because like, if you're gonna stick to your guns and keep a reserved list, keep a reserved list. Don't get around it by making tokens or like copies of it that a card can make.
I would love, if I were a big creator and I like had the disposable income, I would go out right now and buy a Black Lotus. For the sole purpose of making a YouTube tutorial on how to make your own Black Lotus token. I'd do my face reveal for it. I would just take that Black Lotus and take a Sharpie and write token across the side of it. And that would be my contribution to,
Oh, right over, like, diagonally along the whole card.
Yeah. Just Sharpied right on.
People are mad about that. People are also mad that they just made a lot of randomly overpowered things for... Like, they definitely made stuff for Commander, but in the set that's for Modern, to show, like, what Modern can, like, what can happen in Modern now. That card that makes the Black Lotus is not going to be used in Modern in any good deck.
Oh, no.
It's just way too expensive.
No, it was a way to make Black Lotus legal in Commander.
I mean, people
yeah, you
also
can
those
say that it's also legal in Modern, but like, why would you do that?
You're also mad about the stupid alternate art ones where it looks like a child drew on a post-it note.
That was Strixhaven, wasn't it?
No, that's Modern Horizons too.
Is it?
Strixhaven had like a weird fairy tale look to it. I didn't care for it, but I didn't hate it. It was just like, yeah, whatever.
There was
Kaldheim had like the same thing.
I sent you a one of the alt arts from Strixhaven that I thought looked disgusting.
I think you did. I like, and then like people are hating out. There's like almost 2 alt arts, so they can get even more of a collector's market. Where like there's like, what do they call it? The etched border, the shadow etched border.
Oh yeah.
Which those look cool, but like, but here's the thing: they're not all foil.
No.
If you're gonna do something like that, you gotta, I don't know, like, don't do an exclusive one in that one. Do that one and do exclusive ones when it's a good idea. And I get like the whole Modern Horizon one's like, oh, because it's like, it's Kmart feature site. They'll never say that, but that's what it is.
Oh yeah.
It's supposed to be like, oh, it's like R&D test, but it's like, why are you making it look like it's from Unstable? The D&D one, it looks great. It looks like it's on an old Adventurers journal. It makes sense. It's Adventures in the Forgotten Realms. It's like literally on brand.
Honestly, as someone who hasn't bought cards in a while, I'm excited for that set.
I haven't bought cards in ages. I'm excited for it too. If nothing else, like there's gonna be a bag of holding. There's Driz Duerden's in it. Like Tiamat's in it, and Tiamat's really good. And they added a new ability we don't know what it does called like delve into the dungeon or something like that, or like enter the dungeon. People are thinking it'll have to do with like a kind of meme where you have to like draw like the top couple cards of your library.
I can get behind that.
Maybe it's like
bomb acquired.
Maybe it's like if it's evens or odds, depending on what the card is, it does better. Or maybe it's colors, or maybe it's mana symbols, or who knows. I don't know.
Oh.
People always like make fun of me when I say Magic's market's gonna collapse, and then it just keeps getting more and more close to it, and they're like,
I mean, it is.
Especially since they made their own secondary market,
right?
Turbo. Yeah, it's like literally every card game has this. Yu-Gi-Oh! Already had theirs, and they recovered from it better than they were ever going to be anyway. Because they did what the fans wanted and what would still make them money of, we're not going to have reserved lists. Hell, we'll even reprint banned cards.
Oh, yeah.
If y'all want to play casual, like, here's Exodia. They reprint the 3 God Dragons like every other year.
With like new text each time, too. Well, and not only that, but like Monster Reborn is such an iconic card. Pot of Greed, such an iconic card. You know what Pot of Greed does? It allows you to draw 2 more cards. You know why you know that? Because they played it all the time in the anime. Guess what card gets reprinted all the time? Guess what card's been tournament banned since I was in middle school?
Yeah, I think Monster Reborn was the first banned card. Then it was Pot of Greed. Monster Reborn's actually unbanned now.
Is it really?
It's limited right now. So Yu-Gi-Oh! Also does something I wish Magic would do, where it's not just limited and banned. There's semi-limited, limited and banned. Because in Yu-Gi-Oh! Playset's 3 cards instead of 4. And semi-limited means you can only have 2, and limited means you only have. There's some cards in Magic that don't need to be banned, but make it so you can only have like 2 or 3. Because the main issue, like especially Modern, where cards get banned, is because it's just too consistent if you have 4 of them in a deck.
Yeah.
Nobody ever runs a one-of card that gets banned because it's that good. Like,
no, hell no.
If the card's good, you run as many copies as you can and things that will give you copies of it. God damn, it's already almost 1 in the morning.
Is it really?
Yeah.
God damn. Oh, so now I can like just teleport all over the place.
Sweet.
I'm glad they've killed backtracking. Or at least streamlined it.
Me too, buddy.
Hopefully Dread does something like that too.
I feel like they would. I feel like they learned their lesson from backtracking and how it's really boring and it's just something you do when you don't have enough content to make a game long.
Yeah, I feel like it's one of those things that's like a sign of the time the game was made in.
Yeah, and like with like the NES and Super NES, it makes sense because they literally had no space for too much more.
Yeah.
But it's 2021. FIFA's 120 gigs. Like, just do it.
FIFA's 120 gigs. Just do it. I want that on my headstone.
I don't think it's quite 120. I know it's at least 100. Because my dumbass plays it constantly.
Hitbox, what are you?
Nothing good.
One thing that I'm not liking, but I appreciate, is that I can't tell every wall that's bombable just by looking at it.
Yeah, that must be nice. A little challenging, you know?
Yeah. Ooh, ice beam. Metroids are weak to ice beam.
Wow. I think a Metroid would make a good lover. Would they look at you during?
I mean, they're really good at one thing, Jeremy.
Suck.
I knew it. Knew it. The second that came out, I'm like, oh, here comes the suck.
It didn't, I don't know if that was translatable on stream.
Most people can recognize it just from, like, the sound effects around it, nothing else.
Yeah, but I don't know if it's actually, like, playing from my desktop into stream. I didn't set up the soundboard for stream. It's just for my own personal lulz at this point.
I feel like they heard it through me, because I'm desktop audio.
Oh, really? Well, no, you're not.
Oh, you have a channel just to Discord?
Yeah. You used to be desktop audio, which is part of why I had so many audio issues.
Hey, it's me. The audio issue.
Yeah, basically. I've since rectified that.
Yeah, I haven't yet. Most of my audio issues are just my Yeti disconnecting. It uses
really?
mini USB. Yeah.
That's all mine does.
And
I haven't had an
mini-
issue with it disconnecting yet.
Mini USB is hot garbage.
Or actually, mine's micro.
Yeah, mine's that good old mini that nobody makes anymore.
I've actually been looking for one because I need to update my Garmin GPS, and I cannot for the life of me find one. Oh, I see what I need.
I have an extra one.
Yeah?
Mm-hmm. They're on Amazon for like $5 a piece.
Yeah, that's what I'm ultimately going to end up having to do.
I ended up buying a 2-pack of like 3-foot cables.
Yeah, I mean...
They were threaded because my ass suck it.
Ooh, that door broke.
Ooh.
Ooh.
You want to call it after the next Metroid? I've been pretty tired.
Yeah. Let's save right here. And everybody else can tune in next time for some more Metroid Samus Returns. Thanks for watching.